Hello, welcome to Dungeon Dwellers Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. Today, for Christmas month, it's our second to last review till the end of Christmas month. Today, we're reviewing Krampus, the 2015 fantasy horror movie directed by Michael Dougherty, who is most famous for his 2006 Halloween movie Trick or Treat, which is a fantastic movie. If you haven't seen it, it's kind of a cult classic. And this is his like Christmas movie attempt at a holiday horror movie, which I can't wait to see him do Thanksgiving, which he probably isn't gonna do. But like, yeah. Um, Honestly, this one is not as good, I would say, as Trick or Treat. Um, the movie is basically about this kid named Max and his like kind of rich family have their like relatives like spend Christmas with them, who are kind of like they're kind of more of like a rednecky kind of right wing family, and like they kind of don't get along. Um, his his female cousins are assholes. They steal Max's like Christmas, his letter to Santa, and reads it out in front of everybody. Super embarrassing. Super embarrassing. But whatever, right? So after that, he curses them out and says, "I wish Santa Claus." I wish Christmas was over, something along those lines. And what ends up happening is Krampus shows up, the evil counterpart of Santa Claus, who does not reward children but punish them when they're bad, right? So you have this like killer like blizzard show up, and Santa Claus and his goons, which are like gingerbread men, elves, and like killer toys. Like you even see a killer angel, a killer Jack in a Box, going around killing people in their homes. Um, Eventually, they kidnap Max's family one by one until he finally takes back his wish and everybody wakes up and everything's fine. It's Christmas morning. Everybody opens their Christmas presents, and Max is given like a little Christmas ornament that's black and has Krampus engraved on it, and everybody gets flashbacks to what happened in the movie. So my complaints for this movie is that I kind of did not like the PG-13 rating, especially since Trick or Treat. I don't remember if it had an R rating or not, but it definitely, that movie I remember had swearing, had gore. Where this movie, it's like it's more family friendly, which I guess you gotta think he might be doing that because not only just to get the budget to get the movie made, but also to like kids want to watch something other than like Christmas cartoons during Christmas, like Christmas specials. Maybe there are kids who want to watch a horror movie, like a Christmas horror movie themselves, right? So that there's that. Second thing I didn't like was you have all these comedic actors in the movie that just kind of like broke the immersion for me, like Adam Scott, David Codner. You had Aunt Dorothy, who's played by what's her name, Conchata Ferrell, and she's from Two and a Half Men. Yeah, I just like they just broke the immersion for me, and I didn't even think there were any really funny jokes in the movie. what funny jokes there are. It's more like funny, like physical humor stuff, like with like their interactions with the killer toys, the gingerbread man, where when the which I will give them credit. The only like CGI in the movie is well like sorry, the weather effects and then the gingerbread man. Everything else is practical effects and costumes, uh, which was pretty cool. The whole Jack in the Box was pretty creepy, and the way like his mouth opened up and it's like all fleshy inside, it's all teeth inside. That was pretty cool. Oh, I did think the teddy bear. There's a killer teddy bear that might have been CGI at parts as well. And I'm trying to think. Do I have any? My last critique is probably their portrayal of the more right-wing family, like David Koechner's family, who plays Howard in the movie. Yeah, it's kind of fucked because which I said I wouldn't swear in my reviews anymore. Um, they portray them as kind of like dumb and like low class, just rude people, which that's not you know that's kind that's not that's not nice. It's just like it's like they're looking down at like middle class, lower to middle class people. That's like I wouldn't say Trump supporters because this movie came out like a year before Trump was elected. But yeah, it's just you have it's just like came off as like L.A. types looking down at the less fortunate people, right? Which obviously, if you live in a good neighborhood, you're obviously not gonna need guns. But if you live in a shitty fucking neighborhood, yeah, you're gonna need guns, right? Um, and then there's the fact that they look down on them, but they do like rely on them for their guns, right? when shit hit when shit when shit hit the fan, who had the guns? Hey, the right wing family, not the left wing family, right? So like my pauses from the movie, I thought the character designs for Krampus was kind of cool. Like he's wearing this he's wearing this like skinned face mask, and like if you look at his eyes, you can see he has like goat eyes. So there's like satanic imagery like there. Like the all the designs for the toy monsters were great. There's like a picture on like Max's room. I noticed there's like a picture of like an owl, which I don't know if that was a reference like to like Moloch or anything. Who like some people think Moloch is like an owl, like the Alex Jones people, which Moloch is a bull, like Minotaur like kind of thing, but whatever, right? For people who didn't know, I was supposed to review Eyes Wide Shut today, but I couldn't find my Blu-ray copy, and I didn't really want to watch the sub definition versions of it on like BitChute, which you can. There's like several copies of like Eyes Wide Shut on BitChute for some reason. I don't know, they love that movie because all the conspiracy shit, which is awesome. Which is why I wanted to watch and review it, but I couldn't find my copy, so that's why I'm reviewing this instead. Yeah, so if I were to give this movie a rating, but despite the problems, I think it is an overall good movie, and I think it deserves more than like the 6 out of 10. Like it's getting online, like on like IMDb it's 6.2 out of 10, Rotten Tomatoes 66%, Metacritic is 49. I would say this movie is a solid 7 out of 10, and I'm looking forward to more holiday horror movies. It would be nice if we got like an R-rated Christmas movie from this guy, which it probably won't. That probably won't happen. Apparently, he directed, which I didn't know this. He directed the Godzilla sequel, which looked like shit, which is why I didn't. watch it, starring like the girl like from Stranger Things. I don't know, maybe I'll watch it. Like came out last year. Yeah, Godzilla King of the Monsters, PG. Oh my god. I don't know. It just looks so weak compared to like the first movie, where it's like had this very like 2001 like Space Odyssey feel to it. That was a great trailer. I still think that movie's good, but I understand why people kind of hate it. All right, so that's the end of this review. Tomorrow I'm gonna review The Present, which is I think it's written by Kazuo Umezu, who's like a famous mangaka, horror mangaka from Japan. So that should be good. All right, peace. And maybe we'll check out some of the Krampus ripoffs, like Christmas Horror Story, which has fucking William Shatner in it, and George Buza, who was from a TV show I used to watch back in the day, The Adventures of Sinbad. Oh, he's from Cleveland, Ohio? Holy fuck, I thought he was a Canadian actor. Because he's in a bunch of Canadian shit. Holy shit, and he did a voice for X-Men. That's pretty cool. Alright, peace guys. Later.